Welcome back to another video. My wife really hates that I have access to Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, so was on Facebook Marketplace, and I don't think you can hear me at all. My eyes are here. they're not up here where they're supposed to be. This helmet is way too small for my head. All right, now maybe that's a little bit better. So picked up Sabine Wren's Black Series helmet on Facebook Marketplace the other day, and it has nowhere to live currently in my office, so we need to do something about that. So I, of course, like every other sane person, the first thing I do is I go on Maker World and I look for a model, and I found this one. So it did not print very well, which didn't matter. I really wanted the proportions of what this was to make something a little bit better. But anyway, yeah, it's a simple helmet holder, and the helmet fits nicely on it. But like I said, really, I wanted the dimensions of where everything's sitting to make something cooler. What could be fun and different than just a normal hanger, plain Jane hanger? And looking at my shelves, I saw this. This is Lego, of course, and it's Ahsoka Tano's ship from the same group of shows that the helmet's from. So I thought, let's combine the two. So these minifigures on Maker World and all these other This is the minifigure for Sabine Wren, which matches the helmet that we have. So that's pretty cool. A lot of people on the 3D printing sites and all that have made larger versions of these. Usually they're about 10 times the size of the original one. And so I figured that was a good place to start. So we started with the 10X head of the minifigure, and we blew it up to 145%. It's a bit different. The problem is that with those minifigures, they don't have blocks that were also designed with them too. So I went ahead and looked for some Lego blocks on Maker World that I could blow up. So we blew some up. Problem is that they don't stack. They don't stack at all. Which you would think that whoever designed them would actually have designed the regular size one. It was originally designed as a 1-to-1 size comparison for regular Lego blocks. So I did blow it up substantially, but it still would have fit together because all the tolerances inside should have remained the same, but that's a whole lot smaller. So, yeah, but it was a good concept. So what we're going to do is now we have to redesign everything. One thing that was annoying me when I was making these was the use of supports inside. So you're just wasting additional filament. And, if I can avoid that, I will. Now I went online and got the real specs of Lego blocks and then blew it up from there. And then went into Fusion 360 and created some pieces. So let me show you the first one, which will be one of the singles. So this is a 1x1, 140% scale. Now the one thing I really like about this, obviously, no supports. You really can't see it in that one. So let's try this one. There you go. You can see in here, the way I was able to do it is I modeled in some chamfers going up the side, so support free, and they stack, which is very nice. Then I went ahead, and after I proved that those would actually work a little bit better, I went ahead and I modeled the head. So the head did the same type of thing up there, up in the top. We chamfered it, so there's no supports in the middle. Now with this other first head that we did, I didn't use any supports on the outside and all that, and look how much garbage that looks like. So for the new one, I did put supports on the outside, and came out a whole lot cleaner. There's no face on it, but oh well. And again, it locks into place. So right now I'm printing out the 1x2 brick here, and that should be done here in a couple hours. And I've put way too much infill into it. There's no need for it to be that thick, but oh well, it's already printing. So I'm letting it go. And in here is going to be the interesting piece of interesting pieces. So after a lot of design work, we've got something. Because we need a way to mount this thing to the wall. So trying to stay with the Lego brick theme to the mount and not just make a flat piece with some holes in it. Trying to do a little something special. Okay, so this is the trickiest piece of them all to make. This is actually the hanger for the wall mount. So you can see here there's no nub. It's right there. But I put a hole back behind here. And then inside here, I also put a hole in there. So when you mount it to the wall, this nub will go in there like that and hold it. And it's just friction fit. So that works. And then in here this piece here goes in and locks right into place there. You can see that. And then it'll hold off the wall like this. Pretty sweet. Well, now with all my parts printed, it's time to hang them up. Here we go. Well, there's only one thing left to do. Load them up. And that's it. Man, I tell you what, I've had a lot of fun doing this project. Getting all the pieces sized right and redesigned and all that stuff was a lot of fun. Gave me some time with Fusion 360 and all that good stuff. And I think the results are worth it. A lot of things you can do with these because these bricks are modular. So, I mean, you could make them all one color. I thought it'd be funner just to have them multicolored. All that, and you probably could paint faces on the heads if you wanted to. I just wasn't talented enough to do that, so oh well. The mounts go into the wall really easy. I just used a regular drywall wall anchor, and they fit up there really nice and easy. The helmets are on there nice and secure. These parts are not fully, like, they're not attached into the wall mount one, so you could pull them out if you wanted to. If you want them, if you find that they're too loose or whatever, just put a dab of hot glue behind it and smoosh it into place. That way, if you ever do need to take it off the wall or something, you can still pop it out of there and get to that screw. But all the files for this will be on Maker World, and you know, if you've enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe. Would really appreciate it. And if you go download the models for this, make sure you boost the model on Maker World. So thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And until next time, may the force be with you.